The case of baby Sagini, a 3-year-old boy in Kisii from Ikuruma village, whose eyes were gouged out under unclear circumstances, has been taken to the police custody. The case has taken to the headlines last week, spurring emotions from various netizens who are so determined to unmask the brutal happenings that led to the baby's inhumane torture. Sagini, who received treatment at the Kisii Eye Hospital, has been discharged alongside with his 7-year-old sister and taken to government custody as detectives believe they are both in danger. Maureen Nyaboke, a 27-year-old who happens to be their mother, was also released from Marani police station and was reunited with her son, with whom they were placed under protective custody. Police argued that Nyaboke left the little Sagini and her daughter in the care of their father and paternal grandmother. She went to work as a bar attendant at Nyamakoroto, Nyamira County, when the bizarre attack occurred on Wednesday. Nyaboke was arrested when she visited the boy in hospital on Monday and has been in custody since then. Two suspects who are arraigned over the incident still remain under police watch and are expected to appear in court later this week to take a plea. The undertaken incidents was allegedly motivated by property inheritance disputes. Their fears that a stepson will in the future be the beneficiary of a communal land may have led to the gouging of the junior's Sagini's eyes. Sagini's attackers wanted him dead. They dumped him in a maize plantation after they removed his eyes, believing that he was dead. A detective familiar with the case stated that Sagini's attackers stuffed him in a sack before taking him to an unknown location where they gouged out his eyes before dumping him in a maize plantation, thinking he was dead. But baby Sagini survived and was found writhing in pain, and his body and clothes were soaked in blood. Investigations have revealed that the suspects conspired to kill baby Sagini, the presumed sole heir of his stepfather's land. And I quote, "They did not want the victim to inherit the family land in the event that his stepfather, who is ailing, dies," a relative told the police, end of quote. It is not clear how big the land is, but land is an emotive issue in Kisii where hundreds have been maimed or murdered. Sources indicate that Miss Rachel Nyakerario, who had two boys, namely Sagini's father and Ochogo. Mr. Ochogo's father, who is also the husband to Miss Pacifica Nyakerario, died years ago in unclear circumstances. The only man left in the homestead now is Sagini's father, Mr. Thomas Oganga, who is unfortunately ailing. Reports indicate that to keep the homestead alive, Mr. Oganga's sister suggested that their brother be assisted to get a woman with children, specifically a boy. It was then that Sagini and his 7-year-old sister, together with their mother, Miss Maureen Nyaboke, were brought to the homestead and betrothed to Mr. Oganga. And I quote, "Sagini's attackers were worried that in the event Mr. Oganga dies, the next in line to take over the family land would be baby Sagini," end of quote, a relative told police. But some family members still viewed Sagini and his sister as outsiders. They thought by eliminating the boy, the family land would remain in the hands of those born within the homestead. In Gusii customary law of property inheritance, a child not born at the home where his mother is married to is considered an illegitimate child, and it is believed that if they inherit the land of their stepfather, they will contaminate the family tree. Population explosion has led to intense cutthroat competitions for land in Kisii, where authorities have lamented that almost 80% of criminal cases, especially murder, are related to land disputes. Police sources also say that the plan by the suspects were to have the baby eliminated to get him out of the lineup for her land inheritance. On Friday, the court declined to grant the suspects bond. The three suspects will remain in custody during trial, which starts on January 18th. Former Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko has made shocking revelations about baby Junior, Sagini, and his sister. In an update, Sonko alleged that the baby Sagini had been sodomized and has also tested positive for an STD, which is being treated. And I quote, "Baby Sagini has also been sodomized and has tested positive for an STD, which is being treated. What kind of animosity is this?" End of quote, Sonko wondered. On the other hand, Sonko alleges that Sagini's 7-year-old sister has been molested and tested positive for a disease he did not disclose. And I quote, "Chantel, who is only 7 years old, has also come into the picture through the information we earlier gathered today from the ground, and upon further investigation and tests, it has been confirmed that Chantel has been molested severally and is now sick," Sonko added. Before sharing the sensitive information, Sonko said that he had been pushed by circumstances revolving around baby Sagini's incidents. This is by far all the information you've been able to gather through this case, and if you're able to gather any more, we are going to make sure that we update you, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching.